Good morning everyone, Helen the Russian here, and today is December 30th, 2018, almost over. New Year is about to begin. New Year's Eve is tomorrow. I have a feeling 2019 it's going to be an amazing year for everyone. I think it's going to be fantastic. I don't know, I heard a lot of comments from various different people in real life and on YouTube how 2018 was really hard or really challenging. Like for me personally, I wouldn't call it extremely hard or extremely challenging. I mean, there were some challenges, but you know, overall I feel like I had a pretty good year, but I'm having a feeling 2019 gonna be absolutely mind-blowingly amazing for everyone. So I mentioned that before, but it's very important to set your goals clearly, set your intentions, visualize what it is that you want, visualize the path to it, as in how exactly you're gonna get there. And to make it easy, it's always advisable to break it down, whatever your goal is and the path to it, break it down on a small bite-sized, so to speak, pieces, and then do it like one little step at a time. But anyhow, so New Year's Eve in Las Vegas. First of all, bundle up. Apparently it's gonna be freezing, and I mean freezing. It's gonna be, I think at midnight, the weatherman said on New Year's Eve, gonna be 28 degrees, which for us it's cold, and it's actually gonna be colder than New York City. And then at 3 a.m. it's gonna be 26 degrees, so below freezing. Definitely, if you're planning to go out there, especially go out on the strip, then definitely make sure you dressed appropriately. I won't be here. I'll be in Palm Springs, which I looked at the weather forecast. It's gonna be marginally warmer. It's gonna be 61 in the daytime and 42 at night. So I am taking my fur coat with me to go out to the restaurant. I'm Russian, we wear fur, you know, get over it. But anyhow, it's not an endangered animal fur though. Yeah, it's made from an animal that really would be considered a pest otherwise. But anyhow, it's a beautiful coat, I love it. And I have 5 more in Russia because that's what we do, we wear fur. Anyhow, but in here, I really feel for all the police officers who's gonna be out there, hopefully they bundle up as well because it's gonna be absolutely freezing. Those of you who are driving and planning to drive on New Year's Eve, if you don't know yet, the road closures. The freeway, I-15 off-ramps will be closed. Tropicana, Flamingo, and Spring Mountain, those 3, so that major stretch that goes onto the strip, they're gonna start closing it at about 4:30. They say from 5, but I'd say from about 4:30 you want to be able to exit those. So use either Russell on the south side or north side is Sahara. Those will be open. Strip, of course, will be absolutely closed for traffic between Sahara and Mandalay Bay Way. So that's Mandalay Bay Way. It's the road between Mandalay Bay and Luxor. So that's going to be closed for traffic. And all the little side streets and the big streets that go onto the strip will be closed as well. So those of you who are passengers, well, even drivers, be prepared to drop off people in the vicinity. I remember last year I was able, after the roads were closed, I was dropping like Paradise, you know, think Paradise, sometimes you can get a little closer than that, but yeah, you definitely won't get to Koval, that much I can tell you. So there is that. Great safety measures as usual taken place. There was a press conference given by the sheriff, the mayor, the fire department, and Nevada Department of Public Safety. They talk, I put the link to it below. Really good message where they explain in great big detail what safety measures exactly are taking place, what you can and cannot bring with you if you're going to be on the strip, which is glass backpacks, coolers, you know, 6-packs, strollers, people with children, no strollers, can have them, cannot take them there. But anyhow, so that's that. And this year, Las Vegas, special event rating is Tier 2 versus Tier 1 that we had last year, and sheriff's been trying to get Las Vegas to the Tier rating for a while, up until October 1 happened, and then of course they gave us Tier 1 rating that New Year's following October 1. This year it's Tier 2. which means we get a lot of federal support, which in and on itself, a great deal, because that's the federal government who's paying for that. And that means air support, doggies, more doggies, they're going to be federal doggies. Sorry, I get silly about doggies. Communication equipment, and of course, personnel as in human people. But yes, specifically mentioned by sheriff were doggies, and lots of doggies. So lots of federal doggies, lots of local doggies, also horses. He said 11 of them. Police, for those of you who don't know, police use horses for crowd control, as in to stir the crowd the way they want them to go, not to trample on the crowd, but that's what horses are used for. So they're going to be 11 horses all throughout, and apart from that, so that's there is no threat known to anyone to us, and great deal of happiness comes from that, of course. And just a side note, when that press conference took place, Sheriff pulled the funniest face, and for a good reason. Honestly, sometimes reporters ask really stupid questions, like genuinely stupid. They spend, Sheriff himself, the mayor, and the other two officials spend nearly 20 minutes outlining in great big detail. And I mean, they went into detail explaining exactly what measures are taken, what agencies are cooperating and whatnot. And then the reporter asks the idiotic questions. So, he doesn't do it often, but once in a while he shows his sarcastic side. Honestly, put me in a good mood for the whole day. I'm a queen of sarcasm, so I can appreciate a fellow member of the club. But anyhow, like I said, I put the link on the bottom so you can see for yourself, what all went on. So that's that. And I mentioned before about various different surges that take place for those of you who drive the rideshare, that take place away from the strip, like an enterprise, for example, and it could be a better way to make just as much money and avoid all the craziness, because those of you who lived in here, you know how crazy it gets. It just gets absolutely nuts. Which is why, in a way, I'm happy I'll be away, because normally I would not go on the strip anyhow. I'll be at home. So this year I'll be ringing in New Year in Palm Springs with a friend, having a nice champagne and chilling, because of course Palm Springs does not get crazy, not any time of the year, and certainly not for the New Year's. So that's that. But back to ringing in New Year, I'm superstitious. I really am. I'm the first one to admit it. So I'm a big believer in the fact that how you greet the New Year in the days coming to the New Year, that's how your whole year is gonna be. So every year I make sure that I do certain things to kind of ensure that the year ahead is going to be nice and pleasant. So it's different for different people, because obviously different people have different goals. Well, for me personally, for starters, I took my girlfriend to the buffet at the Bellagio. We had a really nice meal in there. It was lovely. And then I took her to Imperial Spa, the one I talked about in the video before. Yesterday we spent the whole day in there, and I got us full body scrubs and massages, and I feel just so cleansed. And then Friday I went and got a pedicure and a facial, and I'm gonna get my nails done today. And so I'm greeting New Year all nice, fresh, and I kind of feel that Imperial Spa really is good. I feel I kind of cleanse my chakras a bit. The spirit is all cleansed. I feel really good energy coursing through me, which is what's important. Even if you're not superstitious, even if you don't believe in any of this stuff, just make sure there are no negative emotions, really. Sometimes it's hard to ensure that, but try to be positive, try to be optimistic, try to have good energy floating through you coming up to the new year, and then hopefully that's how the year gonna be. And on more practical side, I'm also a believer in paying everything off before the new year, meaning like I paid off my credit card, I paid my rent and whatnot, all the bills, meaning I don't have any outstanding monies I owe to anyone, which some of those bills were due like first week of January, but didn't matter. I just paid them in advance because I want to have nothing that I owe to anyone, and just really enjoy nice bank balance, just looking at it going Anyhow, so that's, I think, about all I was going to say about the New Year's. Hopefully everybody is going to have absolutely fantastic time and very happy new year to everyone. Once again, I believe it's gonna be an amazing year, and may all your wishes come true. Have a nice one.